Hello, everyone. This is Debra Smith coming to you today with my Thursday food for thought. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to come to you yesterday. My life be so busy here lately, so many things to do, so much going on. As most of you all know, there's always something going on in your life. But it's just a blessing to be here. I wanted to read a passage that I found some years ago, and I put it on my in a frame and put it on one of my bathroom walls. And my son had it in his possession the other day, and I began to read it. And I said, this is what I need to talk about because I've seen a lot of YouTubers here talking about different things that's bothering them here on YouTube. A lot of other YouTubers, the people who are on commenting on different things, and it seems to bother them. And I've always said I would, whatever happens, really you give people power when you allow them to know that they're getting next to you. And I've always said since I started this channel that if someone, give me a bad comment or come for me here on YouTube, I would never respond, because when you respond, you let them know that they have affected you. And I never want anyone to know that they bothered me, or got next to me. I won't, because that way you take the power away from them when you don't respond, or they think they hadn't, affected you because you don't respond to them. You have to be the bigger person and let them know that you're above what they're thinking or their comment or what they're saying, because, none of us really know each other. Most of us hadn't ever met each other. So there is no possible way they could know, with all their bad comments, what they say is just what they say, because they don't know you really as a person. So why would I respond back to them, whatever they might have said about me, because they don't know me. So, what they say, I can let it roll off of me, and I don't have to give a response, because when you give a response, really they have won. They've gotten next to you and they know it because you're talking back to them. So I came across this passage that said talk about attitude, and a lot of you all probably have saw this and came across it, but I wanted to read it. And it's titled Attitude. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of the attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. It is more important than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than success, than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skills. It will make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude that we embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is to play on the string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitude. And I think the author is unknown on this, but whoever it was, it is the truth. Our attitude is everything. And we got to learn how we should react or not react when things come about. And like I said, most of the time, when people are saying things or doing, it don't need a reaction. We can show that we are the bigger person by not reacting. That's the way I see it. I would never give a person the satisfaction of me reacting to something that they have said that is ugly, or even their attitude or their fakeness. I heard some people talking about some of the subscribers being fake. If they're fake, oh well. I don't really know them, and that's their life. They're causing their lives to be unblessed by being fake, because God don't like ugly. So, they're cutting off their blessing. That has nothing to do with me if they want to be fake. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm real, and I love them regardless of how fake they are or whatever. I'm going to love them still and respect them and treat them the way that I would wish to be treated, even if they don't treat me that way. So I thought that this was a great passage. It's not a quote, but it is a big statement and it's very true that, our attitude is everything. It's how we act to it. Like I said, it's 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I'm going to react to what happens to me. So, that's saying a lot. We're going to have to get ourselves together and get some tough skin and not because this world is cruel and you're going to come across a whole lot of things that might want to make you react. But we can't always react, and a lot of times we don't realize we could change a circumstance by not reacting. We could actually change a person because, they might do or say something to us and we still treat them kind and act like we don't even know they did it. And they'll look and say, it's something different about that person. I want to be like that person. I don't want to be the person that I am. You could actually change a person by how you act. They might start to admire how you deal with things and want to be like you. So, we have to be careful to not always react. I came across a scripture where the Lord was talking to Samuel. And it's 1 Samuel 16th chapter and the 7th verse. It said, "But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for the man looketh on the outer appearance, but the Lord looketh at the heart." And see, we got to know that we got to have the heart of God, and God know who we are. Man gonna always see what they see on the outside and come to some kind of conclusion, and it's not always true. But God looks at the heart. He know who that person really is. So we're gonna have to take on the heart of God and learn how to deal with circumstances and not all the time react to it. So I hope this has been a long food for thought this time, but that was kind of really in my spirit, because I saw so many people upset and they said they had to come and we don't always have to come. We can get power over that person by not reacting. So I hope you all remember that. I hope it has caused you to think. I hope you've been uplifted, and I hope you all have a fantastic Thursday. And until my next food for thought, everyone, please be blessed.